Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful stands. This really is the place to be. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Lima. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, someone I can see as being very powerful in midfield, Peter, is Leon Goretzka. His build and strength being the obvious assets, but also the covering and the energy he puts into his game. That makes him the perfect foil to the more traditional central playmaker, and it's a role that he's often deployed in too.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Incapuyi. Musiala takes control of it and he's on the move. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Oh, there's our control. Played long, they could be in here. Kimmich. Schick. Out to the left it goes. Strokes it back. And here's a chance. Missed by a fraction. Bayern Leverkusen are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Tar. To Granit Xhaka. Incapuyi. He's got tall. He's got away with one there.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Bayern Munich looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Musiala. Nice bit of trickery. Frimpong does really well to win the ball there. Palacios. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Musiala. And it's Sané. And it's Kane. Kane is fouled. And here's Sané. Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Dyer promptly onto that, and that is that. 5 minutes till the break. Incapuyi. And he can clear it away. He has found the way through. Kimmich. To Goretzka. Kane.
That's positional goal, utilisation of space.
Oh no circumventing this opponent. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And there's the end of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair. 0-0 at the break.
Being displayed on the screen.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Unspectacular but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Bayer Leverkusen have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and...
He's had a hit! He's scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class. Bayern Munich clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Bayern Munich have penetrated for the first time.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Schick! That was a matter of inches.
Schick nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
Kimmich for Musiala. Bayer Leverkusen still chasing a one-goal deficit here.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And he's heaved it away. Xhaka. Decent hit! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Bayer Leverkusen are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Had a shot and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bayer Leverkusen have their second corner now. They've played it short. What a throw in. And that is expertly dealt with. Lima. Lucy. He's had a hit! 75 minutes played. It's through. Cleared that hesitation. Mukiele. That's headed upfield. And the pass is intercepted. Mukiele. A real chance! He scored! Bayern Leverkusen back on level terms. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Bayer Leverkusen surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Lima. Kimmich. And Muller. And it's Kane. Tar wins the duel this time. It's a pretty loose pass. And that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
One of our fan club members.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.